how to have automation in your sales efforts. Now, the tutorial that I'm going to focus on right now is actually rooted in a real estate use case. Here is what happens. We have a third-party vendor to help us generate leads. Maybe it's Sold.com or Redfin or Zillow or Yelp or Google or Facebook lead gen ads or YouTube. There's some third-party source that is sending us leads. Now, those leads are a big investment that we're making. We're probably spending a certain amount of money for every single lead. It could be $10, it could be $20, it could be $50, it could even be $100 or more to generate a lead. So in this tutorial, what I'm going to show you guys is how to think about activating automations to get those real-time responses to those leads. Now, one of the most important things in sales when it comes to any type of automation is something that we call speed to lead. Hey, it rhymes, therefore it must be true. I think that was a line from, was it Zoolander or Along Came Polly? If it rhymes, it must be true. It's totally one of those things, right? So speed to lead just basically means the amount of time that it takes for us to get back to a lead. So if you're guilty of this, it's okay. Okay, we understand. People in sales are not supposed to be lead generation technologists that can go set up all these automations with Zapier and Integromat and Dubb and automations and workflows and the Dubb agent and on and on and on. That's not your job. Okay. Your job is to close. Your job is to build relationships, build trust, close, get referrals, get testimonials, and get that flywheel going. And that's why you guys are in the right place, because we love to help people set up these automations. So in the end of this video, I'm going to show you the newest way to do this using Agentic. But what I really like to focus on right now is the simplest way to do it. Okay. Lead comes in, a trigger occurs, and then an automated workflow takes place so that now we can automatically send an email to that lead, right? Remember, we spent $100 on them. Let's send them a lead, because guess what, my friends? Your competitors are probably not doing this. Your competitors are probably taking days or weeks, or maybe sometimes even not following up, which means you have a massive opportunity to come in and be the best in class and the quickest in class. So this is a massive opportunity. The truth is, of course, that most people do not go through the legwork. They don't have the support. We offer the support. We help you build these integrations. We're so passionate about it. It's like our hobby. We're that much of nerds over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen right now, and I'm going to show you a couple of things. I'm going to show you the third-party platform that we're referencing to generate the leads, which is Sold.com. That's a real estate use case. And then we're going to show, number two, we're going to show Zapier. It's pronounced Zapier, not Zapier. We know that because the founder told us it's Zapier like happier. Okay. So we're going to open up Zapier and we're going to show you what that looks like. Okay. And then what we're also going to do is we're going to show you how in Dubb Agent, the all new AI assistant powered by Dubb, can actually do a lot of this for you with massive levels of personalization. Okay. So let's get into this. All right. So what I'm going to do is, if you notice here on this screen, you'll notice that we're in Sold.com. So this is where we are investing to get leads. Now, the unfortunate thing here is that there's only two integrations here. There's FUB, Follow Up Boss, and there's Zapier. Unfortunately, there's no other way to have integrations here. Okay. So we're forced to use one of these two systems. Now, in this use case, I'm going to use Zapier. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to have a lead come in through Zapier. This is a third-party API access. If you notice, the letters API are in their name. Okay, that's why it's called Zapier. And it zaps over the contact into our system, and then that is what's going to trigger an automated workflow. Okay, so if you notice here, this is what a Zapier looks like. Okay, so I know what you're thinking. This looks scary. It looks technical. There's a little bit of code here and some weird parameters. I actually set this up for Natalie because I wanted to show her how this can be done. So this training call, we can help you do stuff like this. We can support you guys if you come to us with the requests. Now, of course, I use the Copilot chat over here on the left, which guided me through this a little bit. There's a little bit of snags, but we were able to successfully do this. So what this basically does is it creates a webhook with a Zapier. That Zapier now gets placed into the lead generation tool right here. We click on this, and then we have this integration that we can create a new Zap for, and that's going to send it over into Dubb. Now, the cool thing about this is that we are going to get some automation going so that when that lead comes with someone who just filled out a form that says, I want to sell my home, you get to be the person that responds to them in an automatic way. So you might be busy, you might be on a call, you might be doing a property tour or a demo or a showing or whatever. This is going to be your sort of agent that sends your emails for you on the back end. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do here is I'm going to go into my automation. Just so everyone has context here, when you have a lead that comes in from a third-party system, it is absolutely important that you get back to this lead in as near real time as possible. Because if you don't get back to them within 5 minutes, the chances of them working with you, it waterfall drops dramatically. There's a lot of statistics. If someone wants to Google this, what's the likelihood that someone doesn't get back to you if you don't get back to them within 5 minutes? There's some staggering statistics on this. It's pretty amazing. Okay. I've read something like there's a 90% chance that someone communicates with you, connects with you if you get back to them within the first 5 minutes. So I encourage you to do your own research on this. But the idea is sound. If someone raises their hand, if they fill out a form, we need to get back to them immediately. Otherwise, how are they going to construe you? How are they going to perceive you? Like, wow, if Natalie doesn't get back to me on this form that I just filled out, how is she going to get back to me with her customer service? When I want to put an offer on a home, when I want to sign on the line that's dotted, where is she going to be? Is she not going to be around? Natalie is too smart for that. She knows that she needs to automate this, which is why she brought this to us, because she knows how important speed to lead is. So shout out to you, Natalie. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to show how easy it is to set up an automation. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I have to go into my Dubb Studio account, dubb.com. You can log in there. There's a free trial if you don't have an account. And you want to go into the automation tab on the left, and then you want to click on email. The first thing you want to do is you have to add your address. Why do you add your address in an email automation? It is for CAN spam compliance. Okay. You can't send an email out unless you have your address. Makes sense, right? All those emails that you get, those promotional emails, they have the address at the bottom. You have to include that. Now, we're not going to design this to look like a promotional email, like a newsletter. We're going to design this like Natalie just sent them an email, like quickly within a minute. And it's going to look human. It's going to look semi-personalized here. Okay. So that's what's really going to make that impact. It's the speed, but it's also the fact that it's a very human looking email. Let's go ahead and create that. Okay. So the first thing is we're going to create the campaign title, and we'll get and then Natalie, I'm going to ask you to connect this, please. One-click connection to your Gmail. It's very powerful. Okay. So now we can go ahead and we can send emails. Okay. All right. So good news. We've added our address. We've added our email sender. Okay. So now we can go ahead and proceed and create the campaign. We can also add a video. So in the next update on this, what we're going to do is we're going to have Natalie record a video introducing herself, saying, hey, I'm Natalie. Just wanted to take a moment to introduce myself and let you know that I'm a real estate agent that can help you to find the home of your dreams. Let me know if there's a time in your calendar where we can chat. Click on the button below to book a time. That's a video. That's a high value video. Okay. Natalie can record that. She's great at video. And then we're gonna add even more humanity to this. So here I'm gonna keep it simple for the sake of this tutorial. I've got a nice little message there. It's semi-personalized with the person's first name. So they fill out the form and they're gonna get this email within a minute. It's gonna come right into their inbox. Okay. And now we can go ahead and scroll down. Looks good. I like it. It's simple. It's sweet. It's short. It's human. It does not look like an automated email that some big billion-dollar conglomerate sent. It looks like Natalie sent it. So now we've got our automated email template. This is our campaign. So now it's the easy part. We go into workflows. We create a workflow. So now let me explain what I'm doing here. What we're doing is when we create, do you remember how I created that connection I was talking about? On this connection into Zapier, what we did was we added a tag here at the bottom. So anytime a contact comes in from the lead generation system. In this case, it's sold.com, and it sends it via Zapier. It's going to include this tag sold.com. And then that's going to get sent into Dubb, which you can see right here. So if you notice, now I'm connecting the dots. This is where it gets really interesting. So what we're doing is we're saying anytime a contact gets added into Dubb, into the Dubb CRM, we call this the Dubb Studio, it is going to trigger this automation. So there is the tag. That is the connector. Tags are like the currency of automation. It's what triggers everything. It's glorious. And then if you notice here, I've got a workflow that's been triggered. The tag has been added. And now all I have to do is click new action. I have to click send email, select the campaign, which is that auto sender that I just created. Remember, I created it in the email section. And then I have to click submit. And then there it is. It's visual. Makes sense, right? So now what I always like to do is I like to have my workflows be a little bit visually dynamic, sort of like it's steps. So I want you guys to now put the pieces together in your mind. This automation can do anything you want it to do. It can take a lead, it can send an email, it can send an SMS, it can update your CRM, it can send a video, it can follow up in 3 days, it can remind you to do things. The sky is the limit, my friends. This is where it all happens. So I've got my simple automation here. I click save and continue. I'm going to turn this workflow on. I agree to no spam. We're not doing that. This is all inbound. I'm going to save. And my friends, we did it. We created an automation. Okay. This automation here puts Natalie in the top 1% of real estate agents who are using technology, because the vast majority of real estate agents, or for that matter, sales professionals, this is not something that they've done. And I understand that. They get on calls, they meet people, they close deals, they make the world go around. Okay. We are here to support you guys. We built all the tech. We have the infrastructure. We've got the support. This is what we do in these calls, and this is why we love doing it. Natalie, next time you get a lead, this is a live workflow. So I really want you to go into your account, click on this email, and I want you to make sure that you're 100% happy with it. I just put something a little bit generic, but you're a great writer and a communicator, so I'm sure you're going to do a great job. Just take a couple of minutes just to click on this email, edit it, save it. You can shoot me a link. You can shoot me a screenshot. I'll help you with that. And let's get this thing going, because now when someone fills out that form on sold.com, you, my friend, are going to be the first person that emails them, and you're going to get notified when it occurs so that you can even pick up the phone and call them. Not only did you email them, you call them, and eventually in tomorrow's session, we'll set up an SMS. How does that? Now, the thing that I just very quickly wanted to show you guys is that if you click to the Dubb agent right over here on the left, okay, this is Natalie's agent. This is her AI agent. One of the things that we're going to be rolling out very soon is the ability to take a lead and have that lead sent as an email into a system so that this agent can go process that information. So just imagine this on the back end. If you get a lead from sold.com, Facebook lead gen, Google, Yelp, Zillow, Redfin, the sky's the limit here. Okay. It's going to take that lead and it's going to automatically send it here via email like this. So here's a new lead. Here's the name. Here's the email. Here's the phone number. This message will be inserted automatically into your AI agent. And now the cool thing about this is that your AI agent can automatically write an email.
And the idea with this is to like replace the traditional Zapier automation thing, right?
Yes.
So this is the old way versus the new way, right? The old way is literally what we just spent 20 minutes or whatever, 15 minutes going over, like how to build the Zapier, how to build the workflow, the trigger. The new way that's coming here very rapidly, I mean, it's probably possible right now, we're just doing the fine tuning on it, is all with your agent, right? And you'll see the benefit is that instead of one template being sent out, it's going to do personalization. Right. So replacing Zapier, replacing traditional automation with your voice. And then you saw Ruben's technical level of expertise that is required to get in there and be familiar enough to configure those things. You're either having AI or an expert over your shoulder, or you are the expert to build those things. And very close here, like what Ruben's doing right now in front of us, it doesn't, right, doesn't require technical expertise. So it's we watch these videos of professionals all the time talking about we're going to lose our job, like a x-ray technician or the x-ray doctors, right? Like they are doctors of looking at x-rays, and the AI can do a better job now, and they joke that like, well, what are we going to do? And so
Yeah.
it's like this, like what used to require 10 years and a master's degree in automation is now
Yes.
with your voice in a chat, and anyone can do it, and it's better, right? It's better
And
than
it's better.
traditional automation.
Fast,
Yeah.
better. Yes.
Personalized. Yeah. Faster, easier, better. You rarely get all of those things.
Yes.
So
Yes. Absolutely. So this is what this will look like. I want you guys to vision this because this is the journey that we're on, and we want you all to participate in this with us. So imagine if your leads came in from any system that you're using. I don't care what you're using. It doesn't matter. We all have a lead system. Okay. It's nice when they're warm. It's nice when they're inbound. Outbound doesn't work as well because they're just cold. Those people don't know who they are. But when they raise their hand, like in Natalie's case, when they fill out that form on SoulDoc, imagine if that email got inserted into your Dubb agent, just like this as a message. Auto email just came in. Here's a new lead. Ruben at Domain. Here's his number. Looking for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath home in Jersey, 1 million bucks. Write an email for them to see if I can be their real estate agent. Your Dubb agent is going to craft a message just like this. I'll get your email ready. Here's the email. Here's the subject. Thank you for reaching out. I'm excited to work with you on your $1 million budget. You see that? It's hyper personalizing the email. And now what it's doing is it's taking, in this case, Natalie's information about herself, her profile information, and it's writing information that's relevant for her. 12 years of experience, schools, NYC, neighborhoods, like all the right things, would you be available for a 15-minute call? I can call you at this number, click on the link below to book a time in my calendar, my Calendly, here's my Gmail, here's my Google Calendar link. The sky is the limit, folks. Do you want this shorter? Do you want it longer? I mean, you could also even do like a neighborhood report. You can have this generate a neighborhood report for this particular town or for this particular zip code that shows the school districts, the areas, the regions, the certain towns where the shopping malls are, and so on and so forth. So this could actually do specific research for this lead, depending on how much information it has on them. Okay. Thank you guys for watching this tutorial. I mean, this is what we're so passionate about here. I remember in the earliest days of my career building out demand generation. And I remember the first time I saw an automation, I was like, oh my God, technology can do the work. It can send the emails, it can update the CRM, it can go and do this information so that we can focus on what we do best, which is building trust, building relationships, closing deals, getting clients to work with us, reviews, testimonials, and cashing those checks at the bank. Thank you guys.